Ready, recording now. Gloria, can you share?
Yes, I'm really sorry. I don't know what's happening with my Wi-Fi, so I apologize ahead
No
if
worry,
something.
technology fails us sometimes.
Okay, give me a second.
Yes.
Okay. I can't. It says that you disabled participants.
Sorry, give me a sec.
I know I do that with my students too.
Okay.
Okay, give me a second. Okay. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay, so should I read it?
I'll read it, don't worry. Dear
Okay.
Mrs. Holland, thank you for
Your, yes, hospitality.
and the amazing dinner we were offered at your hotel. You have the tastiest onion soup I have ever tried. I would also like to thank you and your staff for the time you took to show us your lovely potty holes. To show us your lovely potty holes. Here, I think how to say that the location is perfect. Maybe it's better a period instead of a comma. And then I have to say that the location is perfect, comma. It is quite hard to find such a modern and fancy place just in the middle of the old downtown area. In addition to the fact that your personnel is really kind and well trained. Nevertheless, we're looking for a less noisy option due to the fact that it is a retirement party and some of the people who will attend the gathering are seniors. Additionally, we are specifically looking for a private and cozy room for our celebration, and in order to fulfill that we would have to find the way to make your indoor party area more private, and by doing that we would surpass our set budget. You don't need capital letter here.
I know I have a problem with capital letters. I know you told me.
And cozy, it's with Z. I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
With Z.
I'm correcting that in my other computer. It's because this one is.
But it is something we unfortunately cannot afford. We will keep you in mind for our future events since your place is perfect for small business meetings, and I'm usually in charge of planning plenty of them in my current job. Yours faithfully, Gloria Jaime. Again, Gloria, it's really well written. However, you were supposed to give this the sense of a family gathering.
Yes.
Okay. And as I was mentioning before, this can affect your grade because then the people who checks feels you're not following the instruction. Okay. But other than that, the grammar is very good. The choice of words is really formal. I like that in your writings. You're usually very formal. So that would be the only thing. Okay. And
okay, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay.
All right.
Teacher,
okay. Yes.
Teacher, can you show me the indications so I can check what did I miss?
The instructions. Sure. Just a sec. Okay, the instructions. Let me share screen. Okay, here, Constanza, do you see? It says you have been trying to find a venue for a large family gathering. Write an email to the hotel explaining why you don't want to use their hotel. I mean, you follow the steps. You follow the guidelines on yellow too, and those notes. However, the only thing was this was supposed to be for a family gathering, a family reunion, if you want, but not business or not for a company. That's the thing.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's continue. Now, on the book of the Cambridge Objective Advanced, we have something called writing folder. And I wanted to present this to you. Okay, this comes in the Objective Advanced Cambridge book, the one in blue. Okay, are you familiar with the book? Yes. Okay, This is just to mention, okay, it doesn't mean we're going to do more writing now, no, but these are some of the types of writing that you may need to do in the writing test, okay? You don't need to do the activity. I just want to mention those. One may be an essay for a teacher. Another might be a complaint letter. If it's a complaint letter, okay, just remember to use hedge expressions, to use what we just learned about politeness and how to be diplomatic, okay? Because one thing, it's a complaint, you don't have to be rude. A proposal, the proposal we already did. This might be for improving facilities, for town council on how public transportation could improve in your city, etc. Okay, a report or a review, which we have also done. Okay, we have done proposals, we have done emails, we have done letters, not for a teacher, but we worked on a letter and on a review. Remember, you wrote the review of a book and then the one of a restaurant. So the next writing, it's going to be a proposal, okay? In our next session. Very good. This is something of the things we are going to practice and cover. Now let's continue. We're talking about appropriacy and register. Register is another word we use in English. Register means when the language you use suits the situation you are in, okay? So when we talk about register and appropriacy and how to be diplomatic, it is important to choose words and phrases appropriate to the style you're writing in, okay? So here you have 5 sentences. We are working on the Cambridge Advanced book, okay? This is an activity from that book.
Miss, which page?
Let me see, I think I wrote it here. Just a, let me read my book. It's page 32, Bere. It's
Thank you,
called
Miss.
Folder 2. Okay, you're welcome. You have to rewrite the sentences below, okay, written by exam candidates. So these, some people taking the CAE wrote these sentences. You have to rewrite them using language that it's more appropriate for a formal style, okay? So let's do this and then we check in a second, all right? Okay.
We have to rewrite the sentences, right?
Right. Okay, please raise your Zoom hands when you're ready. Okay, are we done? Not yet. Okay. As you can see, it's not that the sentences are informal because people taking the C1 exam wrote them, but we can make them a little bit more formal and appropriate. It doesn't mean you have to correct the whole thing. You just have to correct or rewrite those small details that make it sound less formal. Okay. Gloria, I see you're done. The rest of you guys? No? Okay, just a couple of more minutes. Ready, guys? No?
3 minutes more, please.
All right, let's just wait a little bit, Eric and Gloria, okay?
Miss, I have a vocabulary question.
Sure.
In the fourth sentence, what does interviewees mean?
In the fourth sentence, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, in the
The fourth.
the fourth sentence, okay, I got it. Okay, you know what it's an interview?
Yeah.
Okay, in an interview, we have two kinds of people intervening in that or having the interview. We have the interviewee and the interviewer with ER. The interviewer is the person asking the questions. The interviewee is the person answering the questions. In Spanish would be something like el entrevistado, entrevistado. An interviewer with ER, it's the person conducting the interview.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Please guys, can you close your microphones? Okay, let's check together, right? So that we can advance more in other activities. The first one says, moreover, we are content with your staff. Having kind and helpful personnel is important. People expect this kind of stuff. Okay, what word makes this sound, I don't want to say unpolite, but informal?
Moreover,
This kind of
or
kind of stuff, okay? This kind of stuff makes the whole sentence sound informal, okay? So instead of using this, what do you suggest?
I mean, I rewrote the whole sentence because I think of
Yes,
a
I rewrote it
specifically word that wouldn't go with the sentence. You know what I mean?
Okay, what did you write?
I wrote, furthermore, we are content with your staff, which is worth mentioning. I didn't expect less of attention.
Okay, okay. Gloria?
I don't know if I'm correct because all of my classmates took a long time to do it, and I think I'm not correct. But I only added might. People might expect this kind. of service important to have.
Yes, as I mentioned, you don't need to rewrite the whole thing. If you consider you need to rewrite the whole idea, okay, we can check. But let's say the majority of the words used are okay, but there are some words or expressions that make the sentences informal. What it says, sorry, for example, moreover, we're content with your staff, it's perfect. Having kind and helpful personnel is important, it's perfect. The only little problem is what it says, this kind of stuff. So we can use exactly the same, helpful personnel is important. People expect this level of service, and then it's completely formal. Okay, see what I mean?
Can I read mine?
Yes, sure, Constance.
I wrote, furthermore, we are content with your staff. Having kind and helpful personnel is important. People usually look forward these kind of services.
Okay, look forward, not exactly, but people usually look for this kind of services. Perfect, okay? Yes, because you
Okay,
changed
teacher.
exactly what we needed to change, which is this kind of stuff. What I want you to do is, here in this activity, identify the small features that make the writing seem informal. In this case, in the first one, this kind of stuff, you can change it as Constance's example, or people expect this level of service. If you say this level of service is completely different from this kind of stuff, okay? Eliminate the word stuff from formal writing, okay?
May I read mine?
Yes, Carlos.
I'm sorry, I don't want to.
No.
Okay. Besides, we are very satisfied with the treatment we receive from your personnel. Having a well-trained workforce is always beneficial for both customers and companies. These are features clients take for granted all the time.
Okay, you made it more robust, which is also correct. Yes, no problem. You eliminated this kind of stuff or these features. It's more formal. Okay, excellent, Carlos. Now,
oh, sorry.
yes, who said?
Arely,
I didn't see. Okay, go ahead, Arely.
we are glad about your staff. They are so attentive and committed. Having kind and helpful personnel is important and complement the great facilities you have, and it is what people might expect.
And it is what people might expect. You're using a formal model. Perfect, excellent. Armando, you're raising your hand?
No, teacher, sorry, but I can read. We are grateful with your staff, but I consider they would be kinder and more helpful. This is very important too.
Okay, all of the sentences, if you write them, they are correct. But as we said, I want you to identify small words. Let's try to do this together, not changing the whole thing, okay? Let's do together number 2. It says, lastly, I would like to say that the discount seems a bit smaller than the 10% originally promised. What word or expression makes it informal?
A bit smaller.
A bit smaller. Okay, so let's leave everything like that. Okay, just change a bit smaller. How would you?
Seems different.
Seems different. Okay, different.
Reduce.
Okay, different. It's a
Less
little bit
than.
better. Less. Okay, you can use the word less. What about using the words rather or slightly? Okay, seems slightly smaller or seems rather smaller. Okay, so instead of a bit,
Can you write on the chat, please? Can you write it on the chat, please?
yes, sure. Where's my chat? Okay, here. Okay. Instead of a bit, we can use rather, rather or slightly. Slightly. Can you see on the chat, everybody? Okay. I see what you are trying to do. You are trying to use everything we learned today, the models and more words. But in this case, the activity is a little bit different. This one is aiming that you identify words that make your writing informal, okay? So don't worry, in this one, don't elaborate. You already did an exercise for elaborating, which is in your writing we just checked, okay? Now, number 3. I am writing this letter to your newspaper because I think you guys made a mistake the other day. Okay, what makes this sentence informal?
The other day.
Okay, so you
Guys.
guys, okay, you guys, maybe even you guys made, okay? And there's one more expression.
The other day?
The other
The
day.
other day.
You're
The other day. Okay, so you guys made and the other day makes the sentence informal. How can we replace this instead of you guys made and the other day?
will be
For example, when you say you guys made, is something very
your
direct.
staff.
The staff, okay.
I think you have, no, you may have made a mistake.
You may have made a mistake, okay.
In a former publication, that's what I wrote.
Former publication.
In a former, in a
Okay.
former publication.
Good, good, good.
I'm writing to your newspaper since I would like you to help me review the information published the other day.
Publish is another word we can use and just eliminate the other day.
Okay, which it may be written wrongly.
Which it might have been written.
Have been written wrong.
Correct.
I used the past. I used in the past instead of other day.
Or previously, or in the past, or previously. Correct. You can use those words to substitute. Check this sentence. I am writing this letter to your newspaper because I think there was a mistake. Okay, there was, and then you're not throwing the blame directly. Okay.
No, you're not saying you have the fault.
You're not saying you guys, right? It's different. And then you can mention everything you said. You can substitute last edition, etc. Or you can say in your Thursday edition, instead of the other day, you can mention the day. That also makes it formal because you know where it happened, okay? Now, number 4, interviewees' responses depended on how old they were, whether they were female, whether they were male or female, their occupation and educational background. What expressions makes this a little bit informal?
That there's a lot of or male or female.
Okay,
and educational background. I think that, well, I rewrote that sentence because I made it shorter. I wrote, the interviewee's responses depended on age, where's the one? Age, gender, occupation, and educational history.
An educational background. Perfect.
Okay.
That is actually the book answer. Okay, you nailed it. The words or the expressions that in this case make this informal or less knowledgeable would be how old they were and whether they were male or female, because it sounds vague, very vague, female or male, or so it's better if you are more direct, like interview with responses dependent on their age, gender, occupation, and educational background. Okay, so you almost nailed it, Eric. It was perfect. Yes, history, background instead of history. Okay, and last one, number 5. And some more things. I would like to make a few suggestions, which I hope you can take into consideration. What
Instead of
expression makes it
more
important?
things, in addition,
Yes, Gloria, very good. Okay. In addition, okay, instead of, and some more things. Some more things is very informal. Any other expression you can change it for?
Would be furthermore.
Furthermore, mhm.
I wrote you may take into consideration. I
And you
substituted can.
can, okay, that you may
Mm.
take into consideration. Yes, you can also do that. And to replace the expression and some more things refers to other matters, right? Remember, you can use the word matters instead of things. So you can say,
Actually, I wrote that.
yes,
I wrote in other matters.
other matters, or with regard to other matters, I would like to make blah, blah, blah.
Miss, and could it be possible, I will ask you to add more matters?
I would ask you to add more matters. Not exactly better, because you're not asking them to mention. You are
Okay.
mentioning in this case, the other issues or the other matters.
So I would add more matters.
You can say I would add more matters, and yet this one that I'm giving you, try to memorize it, is very formal. With regard to other matters. Whenever you want to mention more details, you can use this expression. With regard to other matters, okay?
Thank you, Miss.
Yes, you're welcome. Are you raising your hands, Eric, Gloria, and Arely? No? Oh, I see your baby.
Eh,
Hi. Okay, excellent, very good. Let's continue. Now, we're talking about formal writing, which is the Achilles heel of most of the people. Some of the things we also want to consider or should consider when writing is how we link or how we connect words, okay? So the next activity, it's going to be about that, okay? It's going to be paragraphs with connecting words, okay? This, we are still working on the same book. Let me tell you the exact page, just a second.
33, Miss.
33, right? Page 33. However, I added the exercises here in case you don't have the book. Now, the first activity from the book is very important, because whenever we use paragraphs in a writing, which is also very, very important, you have to connect those paragraphs, connect the ideas, but there's something very important, which is sequencing. So as you can see, the words that I have here are connectors of sequence when you use secondly, moreover, finally, and firstly, okay? So let's do this activity. I believe you can do this one fast. And when the majority is done, we will continue and move on to the next one. Let's do number one only, okay? All right. So please raise your Zoom hands when you're done. Okay, almost done. Just one more minute.
Only the orange one?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. The majority is done. So let's check. Alma, can you please read the paragraph until the first answer? Then Armando, continue until the second. Then Constanza, continue until the third. And Letty, finish it, please.
Okay, it says the people present raised a number of objections to the plan for the club's newly program proposed by the committee. Firstly, they felt that the proposed program did not contain enough to attract new members.
Very good. So firstly, do we agree? Excellent. Next one.
Secondly, they considered that there were not enough meetings geared towards younger members.
So do we agree secondly? Okay, next one.
Moreover, several people made the point that the events suggested were not varied enough.
Moreover, do we agree? Correct. Okay, Letty.
Finally, it was suggested that some new young members be co-opted onto the committee and new program be proposed as soon as possible.
Excellent. So the answers are correct. I can see that you have no problems in sequencing or using sequence words, okay? So when you list things and when you, as you can see, this is presented as a list. It's paragraphs, but in a list of sequence. So that's how we use them. Firstly, secondly, thirdly, if needed, or moreover, and finally, okay, no problem. Now let's do next activity, which is activity in color green. Now we don't have sequence words. No, it's not for a sequence, but it's connectors, okay? All right, so please change your Zoom hands, okay? Put them down so that I know when you're done. Let's do this activity from 5 to 8 only, okay? Ready? Okay, let's check together. So, Alma, read first until the first answer, then Areli until the second. Well, read from when one is done until you give the second and until website. Then Bere, Next one, until I can. And then Gloria, finish it, please.
Okay. Having been employed as an accountant for 5 years in a small painting company, I have gained considerable experience. And although I very much enjoy my work, I would now like to work for a larger organization.
Okay. All right, so the first one, do we agree with the answer?
Yes.
Everybody?
Yes.
Daniel, do you have a different answer?
No, I have the same answer.
Sorry, Daniel, I'm having a little bit of issues with your audio.
I'm okay. I have the same answer.
Areli, what answer do you have?
Yes, although.
Although, okay, so you agree. Yes, because I saw your face like, I don't agree.
No, I was trying to unmute my,
Oh, okay.
because I'm going
Wouldn't
to
be Miss, wouldn't be consequently?
Consequently, did you say although, Alma? No, it's although, Daniel. Although, it's the correct answer.
No, but he's asking what is consequently, no?
Are you asking what is the meaning of consequently? Daniel?
No, I'm saying, would it be an option?
Okay,
No,
sir.
in this one is although. Although, okay. All right, can we continue please with number 2?
Yes, it's me. However, I can take on a role with more responsibility. I would like to apply for the job of management accountant that you are advertising on your website. I wrote, however, but I don't know. I'm not pretty sure of that.
For number 6?
Yes.
However, not exactly. Do you guys have another?
So that.
I have that.
So that. Okay, so that. Please, who's next?
Me. I'm lost. I have taken 8. Yes, is there?
Yes.
Okay, I have taken 8 of the Institute of Accountants exam and have received very good grades. See attached CV. Consequently, I still have another 6 exams to take before I can.
Okay. Do you guys agree?
However,
this one expresses contrast because you're saying, I have taken 8. However, I still need 6 more. It's a contrast here. Okay. Gloria.
I can become a member of the Institute of Accountants. Consequently, it is very important to me that I am able to continue my program of studies in my new job.
Very good, very good. What is the meaning of consequently? Consequently.
For this or for
Isn't
this?
it like a continuation?
Yes.
Or like because of this?
Okay, yes, it's like saying afterward or because of this, yes. In Spanish, it's like saying y entonces or entonces.
Por lo tanto, no?
Por lo tanto, por consiguiente. Okay, so the only one where consequently fits is the last one. Okay, no problems here? All right, excellent. Let's continue. We have one more activity, which is the one in purple. Okay, let's do the one in purple. Again, we're using connecting words. Okay, we have after that, finally, because, especially, then, firstly, when, and gradually. Okay, so let's do 9 to 16, please. And please raise your Zoom hands when you're done with this activity. Constanza, do you have a question?
No, teacher, sorry.
Okay, very good. Okay, Eric, I see you're done. Let's just wait a little bit more for your partners. Do we have any questions? No? Okay, let's wait.
No.
Okay, guys? Let's check together, okay? So number 1 until it says them, Eric. Then number 2 until river, Armando. Then number 3 until kilometers, Leti. Number 4 and until way, Constanza. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and until what? Countryside, Alma. And next one until flowers, Areli. Then the next one until area, Bere. And final one, where am I missing? Gloria. Okay.
Okay. All right. So it will be if you have only a couple of hours to spend in the countryside near our city, firstly, this is the most valuable way to spend them.
Okay, not exactly firstly, because you're not listing anything.
Then,
Sorry, I
It's not
couldn't hear what you guys said.
then,
Then,
Correct. Then this is the most valuable way to spend them. Then. Okay,
All right. So then,
next one.
Firstly, starting from the city center, walk out of town along the river.
Did you say firstly?
Yes,
Okay, do we agree?
yeah.
Yes, correct, firstly. Okay, next one.
You will see the last blocks or flats when you have been walking for about 2 kilometers.
Correct, Letty, when. Okay, excellent, next one.
After that, you will move into a more natural area where there are cottages and gardens where vegetables are grown. You will probably see some very colorful boats along the way.
Okay, I can see why you use that one, but it's not the correct one because it fits better in another.
gradually, it's
Gradually,
Gradually, yes, gradually. So number 12, gradually. Next one.
After that, you will be completely out of the town and will be able to enjoy magnificent views over the local countryside.
After that, correct. Okay,
Now, keep an eye open, especially for bird life and for flowers.
especially 14, correct.
Yeah, 15, right?
Yes,
Because both are particularly rich in this area.
correct. 16,
finally, you will come to an attractive place near the river where you can enjoy lunch or a drink before catching a bus back to the city.
correct. Okay, excellent. Why are we practicing this? Because before checking new grammar, okay, and I'm so sorry that I'm making you suffer a lot today. Today's session, as you noticed, was specially dedicated to the Achilles heel of writing, okay? Next session, we have a different piece of grammar, and we have listening and we have speaking. But if you check last sessions, it was a lot of speaking and listening. This one, now we needed to dedicate to writing, okay? I'm making you work on appropriacy and on, how do you call, being diplomatic, on connecting words, because, well, not just on how to be more polite and how to be, or how to use, diplomatic words, but how to also write more, okay? And finally, we checked connecting words because we have another piece of writing, okay, to finish the session. In this one, I'm going to time you up. And as you can see, since this is the Cambridge book, it says how many words because it's for the CAE, okay? So check the instructions carefully. I'm going to read them for you. You have seen this notice in your college newsletter. We would like to improve the information for new students on our college website. At present, the website has lots of factual information about courses. We would like to include more advice for new students. We would appreciate your views on topics such as study skills, living in a new city, dealing with finances, and making new friends. Please write to the website director explaining what sort of advice new students might find useful. Write your letter. So this is a letter for a director or for a teacher in 220 to a max of 260 words in an appropriate style. Okay, remember, it's a suggestion. So use what we've learned today so that it doesn't sound like an order or like demands on your part. Okay, so right now it's 12:37. I'm going to give you 15 minutes to do this activity. 15 minutes, okay? And after 15 minutes, we will start checking, all right? Okay, let's start. Do we understand the instructions? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So if I give you 15 minutes, it's almost until 1. We check 1 or 2, and the rest I check via WhatsApp, and I send you the feedback, okay? All right, let's do this. Eric, Gloria, Areli, do you have questions or no? Okay.
No, Miss.
Okay. How are we doing?
62 words.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Just 62 words, teacher.
Words, okay, we still have 9 minutes. Okay, guys. We have 2 minutes to finish. Okay, time is up. Time is up. How are you? Where are you? How did you feel with the time pressure? No? Still far away from the goal?
Yeah.
I
How
feel
about you?
okay, yet I think I went over the words. I was just what's it called? Adjusting the paragraphs that I wrote to lower the. So yeah, I think it wrote them.
Okay. Okay. Normally you have more time. Okay, normally you have more time. I gave you 15 to see how many words can you write, and because of the time of the session, because you told me we cannot extend after 1, but normally you have more time. For example, the Kai, okay, a previous Kai. Let me share it with you, okay, so that you have an idea and you don't stress. Okay, I'm going to share it here. Give me a second. Just a sec. Okay. Oops, still not, okay, let me do this again. Okay. Please tell me if you see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, this is how the writing part usually looks like, okay? This is a sample test. Normally check time, 1 hour and 30 minutes, but it's not just one writing, okay? Normally 1 hour and 30 minutes, and you have here one activity. Answer the questions below, write from 220 to 260 words in appropriate style, and you have here what you have to do. Okay, this is part 1. Then you have a part 2. Okay, answer one of the questions 2 to 4, Again, 220 to 260, which is a review. And this is usually the written part. So you have to divide it. So relax, you do have more time, okay? I don't want to scare you, but I was able to give you this time because I cannot extend the class because you said you have another class coming, okay? So since
and
you
Miss-
are not
I'm sorry.
done, let's do it as homework. Please send it to me so that I send you the feedback. And next class, I will check with you 3 or 4 and we continue with the session, okay?
Okay,
So
thank-
if possible, do it on Word so that I can correct it right there and share it next class, okay?
Are we
Yes,
going to send it by the WhatsApp, or do you have an email so we can send it there?
WhatsApp, it's okay, because I download it directly from my computer. Don't do the writing activities of the exam I send you because it's a previous exam and those activities come in later, okay? I just wanted to show you the time, all right? Excellent, guys. Thanks a lot for your patience today and for waiting for me with the Zoom issues. I'm so sorry. It won't happen again. I don't know. It just happened. I was already signed in and then I was off and then it was a mess. So I'll see you guys next Saturday, okay? Please do the homework and send it. If you can send it on Monday or Tuesday so that I have time, perfect, okay?
Hey, can you again the indications, please?
Yes, sorry, Constance. Here, if you guys want to take a picture or anything, anyways, it's on the book too, on page 33.
Thanks, teacher.
You're welcome. Any question, anything you would like to add before we finish? No? Okay, then I'll see you guys next Saturday. Please put into practice everything we covered today, okay? Try to use formal language, try to sugarcoat things, okay? And use connectors, everything we covered today, all right? See you, enjoy
right, thank
the
you.
rest of the weekend.
Thank you, teacher.
Thanks, teacher.
You're welcome. See you.
Thank you.
Have a nice weekend. Take care.